Welcome to Unsolicited, where I make videos about things that nobody asked me to. If you haven't heard of Chrisean Rock by now, then you must not be on Black Twitter or follow the Shade Room, because Chrisean Rock has been branded as Blueface's crazy, toothless girlfriend who stays in the blogs. Chrisean is the most ride-or-die chick there ever was. With 5 tattoos and a tooth dedicated to Blueface, Chrisean will do anything and everything to keep that man, even humiliate herself on the internet. But who was Chrisean before Blueface came along and took a hold on her? Let's talk about it. Chrisean Malone was born on March 14, 2000 and grew up the 11th child in a family of 12 children. Growing up, she had a pretty tough home life. Her father was incarcerated for the first 7 years of her life, and he was also very abusive towards her mother. Her mother also struggled with substance abuse, so she just had 2 dysfunctional parents.
Like things like he used to take her to the woods and tie her up and beat her up. And
wow.
So my mom dealt with depression, anxiety on like a high scale, so she got hooked on antidepressants. I was like always on my own up until like 9. Like I was always living with another family member, a sister or brother, or living with a friend.
Chrisean also grew up being abused by relatives, and growing up in Baltimore, it's a rough area, so she saw a lot of things that a kid should never see.
Like our family friend, he gets shot up in front of our house. We just see a dead body out front. It wasn't scary, it was just like, that's something normal.
At one point, Chrisean and her family lived in a 1-bedroom apartment until they were able to get government housing, which they ended up losing, and Chrisean ended up homeless from the ages of 9 to 18. She rotated between living with friends, other relatives, and coaches. Chrisean started running track in the 7th grade and used it as a way to keep herself busy to distract from what was going on at home. Her first year running track, she qualified for the Junior Olympics and ran for a team called I-5 Elite and was able to travel across America, getting to do and see cool things. She ran with the team until she was 17, and at that point she had the opportunity to go D1, but because of her circumstances, she wasn't able to get her mail on time to be able to respond to the schools. So unfortunately, she had to settle for a 2-year college in Santa Monica, and she ran for them. While she was out in California, not only was Chrisean going to school and running track, she was also hustling for money by selling substances, and she was making a lot of money, so much so that she was able to have her own apartment and a car. Chrisean was also doing social media and had a pretty big following on Instagram, over 100,000 followers. In the midst of all this, Chrisean gets a call from the network Fox letting her know that they had seen her page, saw that she was a student athlete, and wanted her to be on their show Ultimate Tag. Chrisean had always wanted to be in the entertainment industry, and she dreamed of being on TV, so she decided to move out to LA and join the show. She competed against pro athletes and in the end won the grand prize of $10,000. After the show, Chrisean had an agent who was helping her book things, and she ended up being casted on Blueface's OnlyFans reality show, Blue Girls Crew. Blue Girls Club is kind of like Bad Girls Club meets Flavor of Love, because all the girls have a crush on Blue. This show is very much just a bunch of girls in a house arguing, fighting, tussling, just a lot of rah-rah. The show is actually the reason why Chrisean's front tooth is missing today. She got into a fight with Blueface's baby mama Jaden, and one thing led to another, and her tooth got knocked out, so now she is the toothless bandit that we know her to be. After joining the show, Chrisean started a romantic relationship with Blue, and he started to take care of her, give her a place to stay, money, all these things that she never had when she was growing up, which is why she's so strongly connected to him.
I'm really happy right now.
Yeah.
You remind me of a sense of home back in Baltimore, like with my brothers and stuff. He's a real ass. He's ghetto as that's
my thing. Do you feel like you're being loved correctly?
I'm teaching him.
You're teaching him?
They've had an on and off relationship for a while now, breaking up and getting back together periodically. Chrisean has 5 tattoos on her body dedicated to Blueface, including a gigantic portrait of his face going down her neck, and she has his government name, Jonathan Porter, tattooed on like 4 other places on her body. She says that her goal is to have a total of 7 tattoos dedicated to him. Meanwhile, he has not 1 tattoo dedicated to her.
He gonna get one.
It's clear when you see them together that Chrisean's level of obsession is not reciprocated. Blueface is constantly dogging her out, talking down to her, and embarrassing her on the internet with no remorse.
You just dropped my shoe? What you doing?
Why she drop your shoe like that?
I'm just looking at it.
Rock, come on, cuz, don't do that weird shit, bro. Pick my shit up. You about to make me spaz out on you.
Why the fuck are you crying?
You okay, Rock?
No, I'm not. You're like Diamond. You just like no.
I'm too strict.
Yeah, it's overwhelming me. I'm not.
Would you rather cry in a Maybach or a Toyota?
I'm talking to you. Stop playing with me.
But Chrisean says that she will love Blue for eternity and wants to get married and have a family, even though their relationship has been nothing but drama. Chrisean actually got arrested earlier this year for stealing Blue's car. He had ghosted her and she wasn't feeling it, so she said, "What's mine is yours." She stole his car and then wrote in blood on the wall, "I love Blue." Mind you, she was bleeding because she had busted the windows. Chrisean was charged with receiving, possessing, or concealing a stolen vehicle, as well as distribution of a controlled substance and possession with intent to distribute. Chrisean was really in a dark place at this time. She actually said that she wanted to go to jail because she just wanted to get away from the stress of the outside world.
I got, I'm mad and just spent off with the bottom of, or tried to. I low-key want to go to jail. I want to get stopped. I really don't know what I really want.
Did you want that jail sympathy? That's what you wanted. You wanted
Nah,
that jail sympathy.
no, I wanted to be away from everybody. Everybody that keep calling me, everybody that keep crying to me, but nobody want to hear my cry.
When Chrisean got out of jail, she added another Jonathan tattoo to her roster, and she landed herself back in the same toxic situation that she was in before. Now, here's where it gets even more messy. Jaden, the mother of Blueface's 5-year-old son, who he's been with on and off since high school, became pregnant again with Blue's child. Meanwhile, Chrisean is out here acting a fool. Jonathan for life. We together for life. You can't get rid of me. And he's having a baby with somebody else. And not just anybody. Somebody who she already has beef with. And obviously, this news was very hurtful to Chrisean because, according to her, she's been pregnant on multiple occasions. And every time, Blueface had her terminate the pregnancy.
What hurt? Let me tell you what hurt.
Instagram?
When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with you're not even with. That's what really hurt.
But the toxicity doesn't end there because recently Chrisean and Blue were caught having a physical altercation in the streets. I'm talking throwing hands.
What? I know, bro. You alright, dude? Bro, that's not good, bro. Damn, dude.
Over here with Baby D, the heavyweight champ of the world. Got a nice little shiner.
So we at the boat with Allie. It's his one. So I took a ball and they like, oh, that's my ball. So I get to talking to him. But Blue don't like how I'm like invested in this conversation. Blue like, yeah, you giving that too much time and like, what's up with you? Why you been weird? I'm like, babe, why are you doing that? So he bucking and talking and shit in front of everybody. So I get up in his face and like, boy, who you talking to? I grab him up. He don't like being grabbed up. I'm one of those provokers. Like, I'm aggressive. Like, I'm very aggressive. Like, I don't mean to be, but it is what it is.
Despite having a little tussle, it seems that Chrisean and Blue are still going strong because Chrisean recently tweeted out that Blue has officially asked her to be his girlfriend. So this entire time, it wasn't even official. Around the same time, Jaden gives birth to her and Blue's brand new baby girl, and Blue buys her a chain as a push present.
This is your pregnancy gift. Damn me. Have a baby by me, you feel me? Bust you down.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, she not listening to nothing I sing. She gonna do what she wanna do, regardless.
Let me know.
Yeah, that's my baby mama. What do you mean? You acting like you didn't know this already, baby.
You act like I didn't know this. What are you talking about?
Blueface continues to play in Chrisean's face and breaks her down every chance that he gets. This poor girl is being humiliated on the internet, and everyone is making jokes and kikiing when in reality, nothing is funny. Like, it's sad. Everyone is so quick to say that Chrisean is crazy when in reality, she's not crazy, she's traumatized, and now she's trauma bonded. Growing up, she was homeless and abused and had to hustle to make money, and then here comes Blueface, who takes her in, makes her life easier financially. And because of that, she believes that he is her reason for being and that she's forever indebted to him for saving her life. Her whole life is attached to him. She's signed to his label, so she's working for him. She's living with him, and when they're fighting, she spirals out of control and can't handle the thought of them not being together. None of this is healthy, and I really worry about what could potentially happen if this relationship were actually to come to an end for good one day. It also seems like Chrisean has some substance abuse issues because she's always under the influence, and even in this video shopping for shoes, she's walking around with a bottle of Henny. I think that Chrisean just has a lot of pain and trauma within her that she just doesn't know what to do with, and she's so young and she's been through so much, and her relationship with her family isn't 100%, so this all contributes to her weird, codependent, trauma-bonded relationship with Blueface. It's heartbreaking because he doesn't care about her in the same way that she cares for him. I think that he loves that she's obsessed with him and that if he says jump, she's gonna be asking how high. Chrisean is a beautiful, talented young girl, and she had so much potential to be great before Blueface came and snatched her up. And she still has so much potential, but it's just sad because now she'll forever be known as Blueface's crazy girlfriend with the missing tooth. And I hope that she gets the help she needs and deserves and can one day be freed from the shackles of Jonathan Porter. that's it. That's the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all the things that YouTubers be telling people to do, and I'll see you next time. Bye.